forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Yasha'Allah. Shalom, Yasha'Allah. What we got here is a video that I wholly endorse, presented to me by my brother Ak Shakar Kazak. It's been on YouTube for a minute, and I know a lot of people don't like to watch the full videos on YouTube. So what I've done is I've spliced it up and made it something that people could watch in a few minutes. And also I'm going to leave the link at the bottom to the contributors page, to the YouTube contributors page, because we really appreciate them for what they've done and how they brought out something that we could use to edify Yasha'Allah, Yitzra'el, and especially maybe even the youth, the children. The children would definitely like this video. All right, shalom.
My Just Beats production.
Contrary to the fabricated lore of storyteller generations, no pilgrims prayed at the meal. What's more, they consumed a good deal of home brew. In fact, each pilgrim drank at least a half-gallon of the beer a day, which they preferred even to water. This daily inebriation led their governor, William Bradford, to comment on his people's notorious sin, which included their drunkenness and uncleanliness and rampant sodomy. Later, as the European pilgrims grew in number, they started showing intolerance to the Indians and their religion. The relationship deteriorated between the pilgrims and the Indians. Any Indian who came within the vicinity of the pilgrim settlement was subject to robbery, enslavement, or even murder. The pilgrims further advertised their evil intentions when they mounted 5 cannons on a hill around their settlement, constructed a platform for artillery, and then organized their soldiers into 4 companies, all in preparation for the military destruction of the Native American Indians in their own land. In 1637, over 700 Pequot men, women, infants, and children gathered for their Green Corn Festival, which is America's Thanksgiving celebration today. In the pre-dawn morning, the sleeping Indians in their villages were surrounded by Dutch and English mercenaries who ordered them to come outside of their villages. Those who obeyed were shot, clubbed to death. Women and infants and children huddled inside the long village houses, burned alive, were hung upside down, tortured, infants beaten and killed, slammed against walls, and hung by their ankles. The next day, the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving because 700 unarmed men, women, infants, and children were murdered. The wicked and brave European pilgrim colonists attacked village after village. Women and children over 14 years of age were sold into slavery while the rest were murdered. Boats loaded with as many as 500 native Indian slaves regularly left the ports of New England, Massachusetts, sending slaves abroad. Bounties were paid for Indian scalps to encourage as many deaths as possible. Following an especially successful raid against the Pequot in now Stamford, Connecticut, the churches announced a second day of Thanksgiving to celebrate victory over the heathen savages. During the feasting, the hacked-off heads of natives were kicked through the streets like soccer balls. Even the friendly Wampanoag did not escape the madness. Their chief was beheaded, and his head impaled on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where it remained on display for 24 years. The killings became more and more frenzied, with the days of Thanksgiving feasts being held after each successful massacre. George Washington finally suggested that only one day of Thanksgiving per year be set aside instead of celebrating each and every massacre. Later, Abraham Lincoln decreed Thanksgiving Day to be a legal national holiday during the Civil War. On the same day, he ordered troops to march against the starving Sioux in Minnesota.